Hello students, in this topic we are going to discuss about the poverty. Say, what is meant by poverty? Before going to discuss about the entire topic of what is poverty, I would like to tell you what is the framework. Means whenever we are preparing for any competitive examination, we need to make a framework for topic. Otherwise, the topic should not be in our control. So best thing, first what we will see in this topic. What is poverty? Second, types of poverty. Third, reasons for the poverty. Fourth, so far what are the government initiatives which are taken to curb the poverty? Initiatives are taken by government to control poverty. Last, what are the challenges? Challenges of poverty. Means whenever we are preparing for competitive examination, the framework is most important. Why it is most important? Because the simple thing is, whenever we are preparing whatever the examination, it may be a civil services or group-1, group-2 or banking, RRB, SSC, whatever the kind of examination, economy plays the important role. So it plays the main crucial role and key role also. So to control the entire syllabus, what we need to do, we need to framework the what is this topic. Otherwise we will go beyond the topic and we will read the unnecessary topics from this topic. Are you clear? So we will see what is one by one. First, what is poverty? Poverty is nothing but it is a situation where the people not in a position to fulfill their basic needs. It is a situation where the people not in a position to satisfy their basic needs. Means they are not at all in a position to at least fulfill their basic needs. So what are these basic needs? Everyone knows it, that food is the basic need. Second, shelter. Third, clothes. So these are only the three things earlier has recognized as a basic needs of the people. But later on, nowadays, we have recognized two more as a basic needs, that is health. It was introduced in National Health Mission. National Health Mission. Next one is education. Right to education. Has right to education made education is a basic needs. Means these are the compulsory needs which are needed for the any of the individual. Are you clear? So this is called as poverty. Poverty is nothing but it is a situation where the people not in a position to satisfy their basic needs. What are the basic needs? Food, shelter, clothes, health and education. These are called as the basic needs of the people. Are you clear? So who are not in a position to fulfill these basic needs will be treated as the people who are in poverty. Okay. So what are the types of poverties? What are types of poverty. Okay, first one is there are two different types of poverty. One is absolute poverty. Second one is relative poverty. One is absolute poverty, second one is relative poverty. Absolute poverty means the people not at all in a position to fulfill at least basic needs. At least basic needs means the people who are not in a position to fulfill their basic needs will be treated as a what is called as the people who are in absolute poverty, means here they are not entitled to have at least food. Say take the example of food in India. Every year, every day, not every year, every single day, almost all 35 crores people living without having a single day meal. Clear? So the people who are not at all in a position to fulfill their at least single day meals, means they are not in a position to get single day meal also every day. Okay, food, shelter. So shelter, if it comes to the in India, it's the most of the people's dream still so far. If you go for any railway stations or any what is called a bus stands or any public places, you will find most of the people sleeping or staying there itself. Okay, so this is another most important thing, means most of the people still, one estimation tells that almost all in India 6% of the people. It is estimation which was done by the private individuals, so we cannot take into the seriously, but almost all 6% of the people still living without having a shelter. Okay, clothes, this is not a issue here, but still this is also, and almost all I told you there are the another two. One is health. Still in India, most of the areas we don't have the health facilities. And education, take the example of present day education scenario. After getting of 75 years of independence also, still we are having the literacy rate is 65% only, less than 65%, means 35% of the people still are not in a position to at least get the facility of the education. So this is called as the absolute poverty. Absolute poverty means the people not in a position to at least fulfill their basic needs. This is called as the absolute poverty. This kind of poverty mostly prevalent in the countries like India, simply like developing countries, all the developing countries and developed countries, underdeveloped countries will witness this kind of poverty. Are you clear? So this is what is called as absolute poverty, like India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, all these countries will comes under a category of the absolute poverty. Are you clear? So next comes to the relative poverty. Relative poverty. What is meant by relative poverty means the person who is in a position to satisfy the basic needs. The people who are in a position to satisfy their basic needs. But not in a position to go beyond it. Not in a position to go beyond the basic needs. Basic needs. Best example I will tell you. Take the example of countries like developed countries. like USA, like Australia. These countries having a high capital formation. These countries having a high capital formation. So high capital formation. So because of this reason, what is meant by capital? Capital is nothing but a complete income which is coming to the country. You please remember like this. I will explain it completely in national income topic. So those people are in a position to fulfill what is called, these countries having a high capital formation. Because of this reason, the country is providing all the basic amenities to the people for free. They are providing it for free. Because of this reason, they are able to what is called fulfill their basic needs. But these people could not be in a position to go beyond the basic needs. What are the beyond the basic needs? At least they cannot afford electricity in the home. They will have the home, but they don't have they are not in a position to afford the electricity. Take the example of even they are not afford to the cycles for going to the work. So what is the reason behind out? The reason is these countries, because they are having a full financial capacity, they are providing all the facilities, basic needs to the people for free of cost. But why they could not come out of beyond this stage? Because country is providing this, but the individual has to uplift, means it will be done only through employment only. But this country is not in a position to provide the 100% of employment to their people. So when they are not in a position to provide the proper employment to the people, automatically they are failing. They are not getting what the income they are getting. So that is why they are still in relative poverty stage. Are you clear? So there are the two things. One is absolute poverty, second one is relative poverty. In absolute poverty, the people not in a position to satisfy their basic needs, means they are not at all in a position to satisfy their basic needs. When it comes to the relative poverty, the people are in a position to satisfy their basic needs because their country is in a position to afford it. But the country is not in a position to create the employment opportunities. Because of this reason, they cannot go beyond the what is called as this basic needs. Are you clear? So these are the two things. Please remember it properly. Okay. So next one is how we will calculate poverty. How we will calculate poverty. First, in India, take the example of India. In India, the poverty was calculated by Planning Commission. Planning Commission will calculate what is this poverty. When it comes to now recently the Planning Commission was renamed as Niti Aayog. Okay. So recently the Planning Commission was abolished and it will come as a Niti Aayog. You please check it out in the planning chapter. You will find out what is Planning Commission, what is Niti Aayog. Okay. So how in India, how we are calculating what is called as poverty, means in the form of calories. So how much calories we are intaking. This based on this we are calculating according to what is called as the Planning Commission. The people who are living in urban areas, not in a position to get at least 2100 calories a day. Will be treated as the people who are in poverty. When it comes to the rural areas, it is 2400 calories per day. Means the people who are not in a position to get at least 2100 calories per day will be treated as a poor if they are in the urban areas. When it comes to the rural areas, it is 2400 400. Why? When compared to urban areas, why rural area calories are more? Because in most of the rural areas, take the example of India, in rural areas almost all the people are depending on the agriculture. So agriculture and work as a agricultural laborers. Here they need more resources to burn it, to get their work done. So that is why here the labor intensive work is there. That is why it is they have taken more calories into the consideration. Are you clear? So this is how in India we are calculating the what is called as poverty. And there is another thing is also there. The people who are living in urban areas, in terms of money, if it comes to the money, the people who are living in urban area, they are earning less than 34 rupees a day. 34 rupees a day. And the people who are living in rural area, if they are earning 27 rupees a day, they are earning less than 27 rupees a day, will be treated as the people who are in poverty. There is another mechanism, there is another definition, that is in terms of money. First one is if one person is living in urban area and earning less than 34 rupees a day, or if a person is living in rural area and earning 27 rupees a day, is treated as the people who are in poverty. Okay, then another parameter is also there. The people at least who are not in a position to get 185 days of work in a year. Days of work in a year. If you take entire year, if the people who are not in a position to get at least 185 days of work will be treated as the people who are in poverty. So there are the three indications which are there in India to what is called as to estimate the poverty. That is, what is? First one is based on the calories. So the people who are living in rural area, who are earning, not getting 2400 calories a day, urban area 2100 calories a day. Second, the people who are in what is earning, in terms of earning money. If it is in rural area, it is 27 rupees. Urban areas, it is 34 rupees. Clear? Third one is the people who are not in a position to get at least work based. 185 days of work. Clear? These three will be treated as the people who are in poverty. Are you clear? So who will estimate this? So of course many other people, private people also there, but in India who are responsible for calculating the poverty, that is Planning Commission. Now it will be termed as Niti Aayog. Are you clear? So this is how the poverty will be calculated. Are you clear? Okay. So